Hey, welcome. Today we're diving into one of my favorite tools for really understanding your users, the Journey Map. It's all about seeing your product through their eyes, every single step of the way. So, let me just ask you this straight up. How do you really know if the thing you're building is something people actually need? I mean, it's the question that keeps so many of us up at night, right? And the answer, well, it's not always so simple.
See, here's the problem in most companies. Everyone has their own little piece of the puzzle. The marketing team sees how people find you, the product team sees what they click on, and the support team, they hear all about it when things go wrong. No one has the whole picture, and you end up with this completely broken view of what the customer is actually going through.
And that's where the Journey Map comes in. Think of it as the hero of our story. It's the tool that finally bridges that gap, pulling all those different pieces together into one single coherent story, all told from the user's point of view.
So what is it exactly? Well, the folks at Nielsen Norman Group put it perfectly. A journey map is just a visualization of a process, but it's not some boring flowchart. Nope, it's a story about a person trying to get something done. Whether that's buying a book online or, trying to switch their phone plan without losing their mind.
And this is the part that's so important. A great journey map goes way beyond just tracking clicks. It gets inside the user's head. It captures what they're thinking, the questions they're asking themselves, and, this is the big one, what they are feeling at every step. It's the whole narrative.
Okay, so you want to build one of these things. What do you need? Well, it turns out every great map is made of 5 key ingredients. Let's break down the anatomy of what makes a map really work.
Here they are. First, you've got the actor. That's our main character. Then, the scenario, what they're trying to do. You have the journey phases, the main chapters of the story. Then you get to the good stuff, actions, mindsets, and emotions. And finally, the opportunities, which is really the whole point of the exercise.
All right, first up, the actor. This is your persona, the star of the show. And here's the rule you can't break. One map, one point of view. If you try to tell everyone's story at the same time, you'll end up telling no one's. You need that focus.
Next, you need the scenario. This sets the stage. What's the situation? What's the user's goal? A really specific scenario, like switching mobile plans to save money, gives the map a clear purpose and keeps you from boiling the ocean.
Then you've got the journey phases. These are like the big chapters in your user's story. For buying something online, it might look like this: discover, try, buy, use, and then, inevitably, seek support. These high-level stages give the whole map its structure. And this is where we really start to get inside their head. We capture their mindset. This isn't about what button they clicked. It's about what they were thinking right before they clicked it. Capturing these actual quotes and thoughts from your research, that's what makes a journey map feel real.
Okay, so we've got all our ingredients. Now, let's see how they all come together. Let's watch a team actually map out the experience for a habit tracking app, going from a totally blank canvas to the full picture.
So for this habit app, the team decided their phases look like this. A user discovers the app, downloads it, goes through onboarding, sticks around for retention, and hopefully becomes an advocate who tells all their friends. This timeline is the skeleton they're going to build everything else on.
Now, let's zoom in on just one of those phases: onboarding. The team starts putting up sticky notes for every single action the user takes, creating an account, setting that first goal, poking around the app. Each one of these is a little moment that matters.
And this is maybe my favorite part: the emotional journey. This single line shows the user's emotional roller coaster through the whole experience. You can instantly see the high points where they're delighted and the massive dips where they're getting frustrated. This is pure gold.
Here's another way to look at it. This table for online shopper Amy really lays it all out. It connects her specific actions, her pain points like where's the shipping info, and how that makes her feel. It's just a super clear, organized way to see how everything connects.
All right, so you've made this beautiful map. Now what? Because let's be real, a journey map isn't just a pretty poster for the wall. Its real power is turning those aha moments into an actual to-do list for your team.
This right here is the payoff. You look at all those frustrating low points on the map, and suddenly you have clear, actionable opportunities. Things like, hey, maybe we should make guest checkout easier to find, or let's simplify that sign-up form. These ideas come directly from the user's pain.
But of course, you can't fix everything at once, so how do you decide what to do first? It's simple. You vote. The whole team gets to weigh in on what's most important, and just like that, you turn a huge list of ideas into a focused plan of attack.
And this is the final crucial step. You close the loop. That sticky note with the most votes doesn't just stay on the board. Nope, it gets turned into a real task in Jira or Asana and assigned to the team. That's how you go from insight to actual improvement.
So, when you pull it all together, what's the big deal? Why go through all this trouble? Well, it really all boils down to one thing: the incredible power of a shared vision.
This quote just nails it. The most valuable part of journey mapping isn't even the final map. It's the process of making it. It forces everyone, engineers, marketers, designers, to sit in a room, have a real conversation, and finally agree on what the user's reality looks like. And that's the holy grail, isn't it? Getting everyone in the company to see the same picture, to tell the same story, and to actually work together to solve the user's real problems. It's about creating one single shared vision.
So I'll leave you with a question to think about. What was the last product you used that you just loved? An app, a website, anything. I can pretty much guarantee that it wasn't an accident. Somewhere, a team obsessed over every step of your journey to make it that delightful. So what was it that made it work so well for you?